guys, and welcome to yet another episode. I am Maria, and this is the main man Chaxi, and we're hashtag the
Catalyst. What up?
Well, guys, so much has been happening on the social media streets.
Tell us.
But kuna moja, there is just this one.
If you're happy and you know,
if you're happy, then you know. Or
okay,
we can call it happy's Kwenye meets. If you get my drift.
Okay.
But so gospel artists, me, I'm just tired, but two gospel artists, HopeKid and Decay. These two, there's a story that has just surfaced about this girl in Nakuru. Thanks to ex-Yandela who started this hashtag Toboa thing. So this lady came up with the story and she said she was trying to boost her music career and she reached out to HopeKid in the name of, yeah, help me, let's do a collab.
But do you say you have a music career if you don't make music?
Here's the thing, if I don't have the resources to make music and I know you can help me out, I reach out. It's that simple. So lady reaches out and HopeKid is like, hey, sure, like I can help you do your music. Can you come to Nairobi? She's like, hey, just for my music, I'll come. So they exchange numbers. They start talking about maneno ya Yesu kidogo. They are in satanism.
Wait. What do you mean satanism?
That's what they're saying.
Is what you're
they're blaming
satanism.
Satan for everything. So
okay. That's why Satan was trending yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So satanism, basically. So it became crazy. The lady says she finally came, linked up with HopeKid. Wakenda kwa nyumba yake kufika, they find Decay.
From the deer to the gate. HopeKid, the Kenyan Jamaican.
So they get to the crib. Decay is chilling there, and I don't know how this lady was comfortable to go have sex with HopeKid and kuna mgeni kwa nyumba. So she says midway alisikia tu kamlango kame nywe.
Mr. Man, it's a threesome.
Yes. So
and someone heavy is just riding her.
You know, ako tu in the new position. Like ameamua toki hapo. But here's the crazy thing. She says HopeKid did use protection, but Decay didn't. And she kept telling him like, Toka, but Mr. Y, you are very heavy. You are too heavy. She couldn't push you off.
Okay.
So he did his thing. She went back to Nakuru. Apparently, from what she says is she later had contact with Decay. They kept talking. Yeah. And she came back to Nairobi for round two. She went back to Nakuru again, and when she went back this time, kulikuwa na tashwishi huko chini.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now she has her peace and fear that is
basically.
Oof.
And she claims it specifically came from Decay. Kwenye meet.
All right, okay.
Oh gosh.
So one, I'm just gonna say the same thing I keep saying all the time. That shout out to all these guys who are doing music now. The gospel musicians, the Willy Pauls, the Maninis. I just think they're talented guys who are hiding under gospel. Because I don't hear anything gospel from them. Now one, as much as this discussion is hot because these are gospel musicians, we expect them to be the better kio kwa jamii as artists as any other musicians. And is it a bigger conversation because it involves gospel musicians, or it's just a bigger conversation because there's assault? There's of course there was sexual assault, the first incidents, because she didn't agree to have a threesome, and then but she still came back for more dick from the same person she didn't agree with at the first time. So is it a bigger conversation because this mommy, one, is suicidal and she's hurting herself, she has STDs, or because it's gospel musicians? So one, I'm so disgusted, I won't lie to you, I'm so disgusted at how this story evolved and the introduction of the size 8 interview. So then I asked myself, I hear, the thing about gospel musicians is I hear, don't cast stones. They're hiding under this jargon from the Bible. Don't cast stones. Now listen, if I have to be the devil's advocate,
it's Chaxi breathe. It's not don't cast stones.
What is it?
He don't who has no sin, cast the first stone. Don't cast stone.
Okay, whatever jargon from the Bible they are using to now make us feel like we're not the holier than thou.
Yeah.
Listen, holiness aside, stones aside, call me the devil's advocate. I come with bricks instead of stones. This is very fucked up. Mimi, the biggest apology I would say, and this is just me, the biggest apology I consider if you ever do anything wrong to me is number one, make peace with whoever you did whatever you did with. That's number one. Then number two, change your ways. Verbal apologies are just like verbal diarrhea. There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
So if this mommy got herpes and then this Jamas just decided to run, to lenga her because she said she has herpes, and now she gets to the extent where she has to come out for us to see, then I ask myself, I see DK and HopeKid perform in girls' schools, and I'm so scared now. I don't know what else they've done out here.
True.
Because if DK has herpes, and clearly he likes his meat raw, it just looks like there's more mummies infected out here.
True.
And when are we going to get to that point? Because I was having a discussion about whether the industry general, the music industry is a bit harsh to females. And I think the music industry may not be harsh to females, but it can be very harsh to females.
Yeah.
When are we going to get to that point where we're going to do a Me Too movement from Kenya? I really want to know how many more other mummies are hiding with huge scars because they had to maybe find a way to make their dreams come true or pursue their career. True. And it just takes one influential mummy to speak out, and then you're going to see everyone else. But now back to Decay and HopeKid. If you ask me, they have to take responsibility. Because all of us as individuals, we have a responsibility to society. But when you're in a position of influence or power, you have a higher or a greater responsibility. So now, as artists who are respected in the music industry, one, they have to take full responsibility. And full responsibility does not mean agreeing and posting on Instagram with a sad face and asking for forgiveness. And then we have all the hypocrites in the gospel. I'll probably call it a hypocrite. These are hyenacrites, if that makes sense. In the music industry, the DJ Mo's, for real.
Yeah,
because
DJ Mo, like, size 8.
Exactly. Size 8 as a female in the industry.
As a mother.
You've seen what the secular industry is. Now you're in the gospel.
You
are
should
a
know
mother.
better.
And you are there saying to Decay that let's forget what happened last year. Are you
first of all,
kidding me?
The thing that really put me off with size 8 was when, Satan alikuwa nakula tu jaba yake.
Exactly.
He's like, wait, what? Satan? Like,
you see, and that's the thing about the gospel people. They have this jargon, Satan, holier than thou.
I have fallen short of God's glory. Don't
Listen,
do that.
Whether you fall in negative of God's glory, or you're positive, one, they need to take full responsibility. And then number two, they need to reach out to this mommy, make sure she's well taken care of mentally, health-wise.
The girl actually did. And what I found so fucked up is when she reached out to HopeKid, you know what you did to this girl. And the comment he said, he was like, ati wewe mwenye atakuoa atakuwa na shida.
Oh my God.
I was like...
And then this is the people you want to call gospel musicians. Just because they make songs where they give God a shout out in the middle of the song.
Imagine.
Anyway, I'm so
disgusted. God na kucheki, but...
But I'm singing about a lady. Because, anyway, so now, me personally, they need to first take full responsibility. I'm glad FIDA is on their case. Although I also have my own reservations about FIDA because they're cloud chasers. You know, there's so many stories of mummies out here. Just because they're not big stories, FIDA is quiet.
Yeah, you don't
But when it's a big
follow
story,
up,
FIDA follows up. But I'm glad they're following this story. And I hope this decay Kwenye meet and the get to the door guy. Honestly, I hope they serve as examples.
True.
And if you ask me, I wanna hear more mummies come out because it's about time we made the industry a bit fair for females.
No, but it's
dudes.
crazy because even before this, there's someone who said we've had so many stories of rape from gospel artists. Like, these are not even the first. The short M.O.G dudes.
Yeah, I remember.
Him. There was one also of Willy Paul some time back. Yeah. Like, I don't understand, and that's the thing that's pissing me off. Like, stop masquerading under gospel. Like, stop. Live your truth. If you know you're a person who is
geuka nikubeng all over the place.
Like that's why for some, as much as people say Willy Paul is the worst, I feel like he's one person who lives his truth. Yes.
Paul has too much on him. I didn't
we'd rather have 10 Willy Pauls than have a decay or HopeKid. Let's be honest. Live your truth.
Yeah, and I hope justice is out for this mummy, man.
Honestly,
I don't think that is just crazy, especially to hear it from gospel musicians. You know, that is crazy. Something has to be done. Honestly, something has to be done, and I hope they serve as examples. Mimi nimemaliza. Anyway, because I'm just gonna get mad. It's just annoying.
Oh, man. My Lord. So Chaxi, let me ask you, do you feel like when it comes to matters of watu wa Mungu, when they're involved in such scandalous situations like rape, pedophilia, we tend to be very, like, there's this woye thing we have, like, mazeni msewa God, let's go slow on him. But in a case where this was a secular artist who was caught in the same situation, like, they would get a more harsher punishment, or
if this was calligraphy.
It would be like,
I use calligraphy in all my examples.
Yes, if it was calligraphy, it's, but now that it's Decay and HopeKid, it's like, maze, okay, sawa, walifanya, but ni watu wa Mungu, let's go slow. Do you feel like there's a way religion and Christianity, to be specific, tends to cover up for things that are supposed to be punishable? Like, it's funny because Christianity is the same religion that condemns homosexuality, but when it comes to matters of rape, pedophilia, you want us to forgive and sweep under the carpet.
So me, my stand on rape still remains the same. If you rape someone, you deserve to be shot on the head. And if you lie that someone raped you and you can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you lied, you also deserve to be shot on the head. Because I've had a first-hand experience with people who have undergone rape. I know what it does to a lady, especially. So that's why I completely do not condone rape. And the same thing we're talking about the gospel industry. If you asked me, I lost touch with the gospel industry a long time ago because the same thing you're saying. I prefer to know who you are. I prefer to know you the way you are as opposed to you showing me a different side of you.
True.
And it's the same thing. I look at the music we have now from the gospel musicians. Talk of Bahatis, talk of the Willy Pauls, talk of all this. Most of these popular, the DJ Mo's, the Size 8s. And the only thing I feel they're still classified as gospel musicians is because I believe, and this is just my own theory, I believe switching to secular was not going to work for them, or the secular industry is just a bit brutal.
True.
Just we have a few people at top of the secular music. It's always been the same thing.
True.
So they just want to hide under gospel music because it's so easy to become a gospel musician in Kenya. All you need to do is make a song that does not completely talk about God, fit in Jesus, Jerusalem. You know, there's the usual names from the Bible, you know. And then we consider that a gospel song. Tell me the last. All I hear nowadays is love songs, and not love songs about God. Love songs
baby,
about
you're
women.
my 10 over 10.
You know, about women.
Baby, you're my jiggy, like.
And then, you know what? If you ask these guys, they tell you, you know, oh, times have changed. Now we need to sing this way because we want to attract. I want to hear. I had a gospel musician. I think it's Bahati Willy Paul. They perform in these nightclubs, strip clubs, and then on a summit it's because they want to bring people closer to God. What nonsense is that? So Mimi, I don't see any gospel industry. If you, very many people, I think very few people would actually make gospel music that would
touch my heart. Honestly,
you know, most of what I hear now is just dudes who just look so confused. And because of the thing you said, when it comes to religion in Kenya, we give it a pass. Canary will be all over touching Mami's boobies and saying he prayed, but he prayed for them and will let it slide.
True.
You know, if it was just a random guy, a CEO somewhere,
it would be,
you know, Fida would be on them.
Yeah.
So now, when it comes to religion, oh, we are afraid. Oh my God, don't question God. Oh, unu mtu wa Mungu. Mimi, I don't care. Wote kwani sisi ni wa shetani. Kama Mungu alicreate dunia, then all of us were created by God.
True.
Hakuna mtu wa shetani na mtu wa Mungu, you know.
Honestly.
So I just see a lot of scapegoats in the gospel industry who like to use the term, oh, Satan have fallen short. Just the jargon we are talking about. Kuna tu lugha fulani ya Bible yenye wao tumia.
Shetani ashindwe.
Eti shetani ndo alinimislead. So Mimi, too much pretense. Like gospel industry, nothing. Akina Willy Paul, Akina Bahati. I love Willy Paul as a musician because I think he's really talented. But this gospel thing, nimesikia so many shout-outs to Mungu from his songs. I'm like, bruh, you know, I'm sure, honestly, then even that decay story, there's a if the story is true, there's the part the mommy says, they turn up, they drink wine together, wine has alcohol, you know. So now, tell me, these are the people you want to call gospel musicians. Because
so these are the people who are supposed to be leading you to Christ.
Exactly, because on Sunday they're going to come up on
the
crossover 101
pulpit and be
with
like,
red hair and pants sagged huku chini kama mimi and do what and
no, listen, it's not like
music.
It's not even about your look. Listen, you can sag your jeans all the way to your ankles. That's a personal problem.
I don't think they should sag the jeans.
Chaksi, I feel like your image is different.
Image matters when it comes to matters religion in Kenya.
No,
it does matter.
Listen, the Bible, even Jesus says, God says, come to him the way you are. The only problem I have is, and like I keep saying, you're not living your truth.
Thank you.
And the worst thing is you're claiming to be spreading the gospel, but you're not. Actually, you're misleading people. Because there are people who want to get saved. Like, honestly, kuna watu wanataka kuokoka, but they see you and they're like, ni mtu ameokoka, you're giving people happy.
The wrong impression.
Yeah, like, honestly, nyinyi ndio mnafukuza watu. 1 minute when ni kondoo, wa Mungu, when ni fisi. Like,
I'm a fisette. You know, that's the thing. And that's the same thing. Ndo nasema mimi, if you ask me, there's so many layers to me considering someone like as a proper gospel musician.
True.
So many layers, but the bottom line is just the music.
Yeah.
What do I hear or feel when I see the music? When I start hearing Harambe, 10 over 10. I'm so confused. Yeah, Sibahati sings about
how... Yeah, baby, you're by 10 over 10.
You, as a gospel musician, we all love human beings. You can express your love to a woman. But if it's the only thing you do, all your song is about... Then
your girlfriend,
then you cease becoming a gospel musician to me. Because how am I going to play that song even in church? Because that's the... You see, secular musicians make music to be there out there in events, out there in clubs to play.
Yeah.
Gospel musicians are ideally supposed to be ministers of the word of God.
True.
And this word of God, people congregate in a church to hear the word of God.
Yeah.
People don't go to nightclubs to hear the word of God.
True.
That's just the truth.
Yeah.
And it's the harsh truth. So when your song is just a flip of a diamond song, and I can clearly tell, and in that song, there's zero thing about the gospel, there's zero thing about the Bible, it's just like a shout out. You know, there's the jargon we're talking about, imekwa here and there and there. And then you want to refer to as a gospel musician. You're just a talented musician who's so confused, and you need to be doing videos about twerking. Go to Excess Millionaires. Mwache kwenda kwa Nairobi Baptist mnasumbua watu. Tired of this niggas.
Oh my gosh. But listen, we can go on and on about this conversation, but fact is, justice just needs to be served. Gospel artists, jiteni mkutano, you guys need to have a serious meeting.
Exactly. And I want to hear
serious meeting.
I want to hear the pioneers or the OGs of gospel musicians.
Yes, what do you have to say? Wait, pause. At you?
The OGs.
Did you just call him pioneer?
No, not pioneer, but he's an OG. He's an OG. That's a fact.
To
System Unity is the reason why we have the Willy Pauls and all these people, and that's him. So he's an OG. And he's been here for a long time. And TV and crossover.
Let's not even go there, because
don't take credit away from him.
DJ Mosti is already in the flask.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I want to hear. Because I see comments on those posts like in a decay from like in a DJ Mo, and I'm like, this comment clearly does not show that you do not condone sexual assault or any such behavior. You know, why are you here using Satan and writing scriptures from the Bible on comments there? True. You're supposed to come out strongly and say that we do not condemn this behavior. So now,
that's what I'm saying. We can talk about this over, and you know, like this gospel. I feel like this topic on religion and the gospel industry in Kenya, like, is a topic like Chaksi.
Yeah.
We can talk about it even for weeks.
Yeah, we need to record an 1 hour episode.
But at the end of the day, you guys need to check yourselves, get in tune with Christ, and Decay and HopeKid, shame on you, and justice definitely needs to be served. Definitely.
Definitely.
But anyway, those are just our thoughts as per usual.
Yeah, remember to subscribe,
like, share, subscribe,
give us a thumbs up,
leave your comments down in the comment section.
And we're gonna keep it real always.
I mean, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Anyway, I'm that guy Chaksi across social media platforms.
At Maria. And yes, we're out.
Cheers.